Setting up AWS Application Migration Service, MGN, to migrate virtual machines to AWS. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Migrating virtual machines, VMs to the cloud can be daunting, but with AWS Application Migration Service, MGN, it becomes streamlined and efficient. AWS MGN is designed to simplify the migration process, reduce downtime, and ensure a smooth transition to the AWS cloud. This podcast will walk you through the steps to set up AWS MGN to migrate your VMs to AWS. Why choose AWS Application Migration Service, MGN? Before diving into the setup process, let's briefly discuss why AWS MGN is an excellent choice for your migration needs. Ease of use. AWS MGN automates migration, making moving your VMs to the cloud easier. Minimal downtime. By leveraging continuous data replication, AWS MGN minimizes downtime during the migration. Cost-effective. AWS MGN offers a pay-as-you-go model, allowing you to control costs effectively. Scalability. Easily migrate multiple VMs simultaneously without impacting performance. Prerequisites. Before you begin, ensure you have the following: an AWS account with the necessary permissions, source VMs running on supported operating systems, network connectivity between your source environment and AWS. Step-by-step guide to setting up AWS MGN. 1. Create a replication settings template. First, log into the AWS Management Console and navigate the AWS MGN service. Follow these steps to create a replication settings template. Click on Create Template. Provide a name for your template. Configure replication settings such as the replication server instance type, subnet, and security groups. Save the template. 2. Install the AWS MGN Replication Agent. Next, you need to install the AWS MGN Replication Agent on your source VMs. Download the agent installer from the AWS MGN console. Run the installer on each source VM you wish to migrate. Register the source VM with AWS MGN using the provided activation key. 3. Configure source servers. After installing the agent, configure your source servers in the AWS MGN console. Navigate to the Source Servers tab. Add your source servers by providing their details. Configure replication settings specific to each server if necessary. 4. Launch test instances. Before the actual migration, it's essential to test the setup by launching test instances. In the AWS MGN console, select the source server you want to test. Click on Launch Test Instance. Monitor the test instance to ensure everything works correctly. 5. Perform the migration. Once testing is successful, you can proceed with the actual migration. Select the source servers you wish to migrate. Click on Launch Cutover Instance. Monitor the migration progress in the AWS MGN console. 6. Finalize the migration. After the cutover instance is launched and verified, finalize the migration. Decommission the source VMs, update DNS settings and other configurations as needed. Ensure all applications and services are functioning correctly in the AWS environment. Best practices for AWS MGN migration. Plan thoroughly, define your migration strategy and timeline to minimize disruptions. Test extensively, conduct multiple test migrations to identify and resolve potential issues. Optimize resources, choose appropriate instance types and sizes to balance performance and cost. Monitor continuously. Use AWS CloudWatch and other tools to monitor your migrated workloads. Conclusion: migrating VMs to AWS using AWS Application Migration Service, MGN, can significantly simplify the process, reduce downtime, and optimize costs. By following the steps outlined in this podcast, you can ensure a smooth and successful migration to the AWS cloud. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.